Hey there everyone, it's Myria Com again, and this is part 4 of learning to like my voice. Again, no one is listening to this, so it's whatever. This is a personal project. I am trying to just learn to like how my voice sounds to other people, so that it's less jarring to me if I happen to hear it on a recording, if I happen to, I'm a part of recordings on occasion now, and I would like to not cringe every time I hear one of them, or cringe every time I think about the fact that, oh my gosh, people are listening to my stupid voice. Here's a kind of crazy thing. I am subscribed to Lazy Bedhead on YouTube. Shout out. Haha, not really. I have no viewers, so that doesn't matter. But anyway, I haven't watched any Lazy Bedhead in a while, and I was watching a recording of a Lazy Bedhead stream, and I came to the realization that my voice is actually sort of similar to Lazy Bedhead's voice, which is wild. I think their voice is cooler than mine by a little bit, but yeah, I can't really describe what about mine sounds worse, but I think mine sounds worse. Maybe it's just that I know it's mine, and I don't like it, and I don't think it's how I should sound, but who knows. Anyway, I'm a little congested again, so that's probably just going to be a thing for a while I work on these things. It's just whatever. It's just... I think part of it was the barometric pressure today, because it was kind of low. It was causing me pain and causing me sinus issues. I already have pain from shoulder problems. I messed up my rotator cuff, so I've been working on getting that to heal, but yeah. Arthritis was involved as well today, so that was super fun. I sound like an old person. I'm not that old. I'm younger than 40 is what I'll say. That's probably pretty old by a lot of people's standards, but, whatever. So, Lazy Bedhead, that was a thing I wanted to talk about on this one. Not that it matters, it's just something I noticed when I was listening to that recording of that stream. That, oh, our voices are actually similar, but I don't hate Lazy Bedhead's voice. I hate my own voice. It's a very interesting and strange phenomenon. It's probably not that strange. I'm probably just overly critical of myself because that's just how I am. I was also gonna try and record a video, like a face video, a video with my face in it while I talk about this, but I was having too many problems where I was not looking at the camera and I was looking anywhere but my phone. So when I was watching back the recording, it just kind of seemed jarring and stupid and silly and like I was very insecure, which, to be fair, I am pretty insecure about the idea of putting my face on YouTube. I don't know why. Like I said earlier, no one is listening to this, so it doesn't matter. But, anyway, I was gonna try and do that, and it just felt too weird. It felt like I was being too awkward, and it didn't help that I was outside with my cat. I like to take him outside for a little, like, enrichment, I guess, after work on most days, so that he can just get some outside time, get some fresh air. He pretty much always eats grass and then pukes it up the minute we come inside, but hey, that's just how it goes. But anyway, so it probably didn't help that I was outside and distracted by outside things, including mosquitoes, which have been really bad here lately, but, I was trying, and it didn't turn out very well, so I have already deleted it, like, totally deleted it from my phone, so there is no recovering that. I will try again some other time. I don't know why. Maybe that's another thing I need to actually work on without having realized it's something I need to work on, but it's not going to happen right now. It would be a lot easier if I had a laptop to try and edit things on, which I'm going to try and work on at least ordering one, I think, this weekend. We're going to see what happens, but my budget is looking pretty good after my paycheck that should hit my account tomorrow, so we'll see. Anyway, yeah. It's been a really stressful week. Today was still really stressful. But I think what was mostly stressful about today was that I was so freaking exhausted from how stressful this week has been at work. I just felt tired and it was hard to keep my eyes open, and I kept trying and it didn't really work. That sounds bad. I didn't fall asleep at work. I just feel like I could have gotten more done if I had been less stressed and tired. But it doesn't matter. There were not a lot of people there today in my office, so it's not like anyone knows I was super unproductive. I think I also, have higher standards for myself than most other people do. I feel like what I do get accomplished is more than enough for most people. It's maybe just not enough for me because I know I'm capable of doing more. And I do think that's part of what I don't like about my job is that I know that I am capable of doing so much more and having so much more of an impact. I just can't really seem to get my foot in the door in any jobs in that would let me do more. Like I applied for a teaching job and didn't even get an interview this year, which is fine theoretically. I've been out of academia for a while, so and by a while, I mean like pretty much a decade. I haven't been involved in teaching in about a decade. I've been involved in training since then, but that's a little bit different than teaching. And all it really takes is other people applying for the same job who have better or more recent experience. And I'm sure that that's what happened. So, people think that when I say, oh, I don't expect to get this job, but I'm applying for it, people think I lack confidence. And it's not that I lack confidence in myself. It's just that I am practical about the way the world works. And I understand that other people out there have more experience, or more recent experience, or better experience than what I have. And that's just the reality of the situation. But people assume, for some reason, when I am just being practical about the reality of the situation, the reality of how things work when you're trying to get a job, people think that I lack confidence in myself. And that is in no way the case. I just lack confidence that I have the best qualifications, because I know I don't. And I think it's conceited for people to think that a lot of the time. I mean, I don't know. Now I feel like I'm getting into rant mode almost, but I'm not trying to do that. Anyway, I guess it's Thursday today, so I could talk about the weekend. This weekend, I am going to try and do a couple of social things. I'm not a huge fan of doing social things, and with how stressed and annoyed I've been, I wish I could just veg out and not be around people, but I think I should. I think it would be good for me, so I'm gonna try and hang out with an old friend. I don't know what day, because she hasn't gotten back to me yet. And then my sister would like to watch. There is some strongman competition going on. I feel dumb for not remembering what it is, because I was just looking at her message. Probably World's Strongest Man or something. But anyway, she's into that kind of stuff, and I would watch it with her if she would want me to. My brother-in-law also was offering to help me look at laptops, so that would just kill two birds with one stone, because I could go over there, watch strongman stuff, and look at laptops, and maybe order one. So those are some things I could do this weekend. Woohoo! I am limited in what I can do because my shoulder is healing, and I should give it at least a couple more weeks before I do anything too taxing with it. And that really sucks, because there are a lot of things I would like to do. I really like knitting, and I have not been able to knit in 3 weeks now, and it is killing me, but that's okay. In terms of future recordings, I've kind of been working on some poetry lately, and I was thinking of maybe... It's angsty poetry. It's like, hey, life sucks kind of poetry, but Maybe I could record myself reciting some of that or something like that, maybe. I don't know. I don't even know why I'm pretending to plan any of this out, because it doesn't matter. No one's ever going to listen to any of this unless I tell people about it, and I don't know if I'm ever going to do that, so we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to try and work on editing this and hopefully get it done, like, sooner than right before bed tonight. I've not been very good about that lately, but we'll see what happens. If you listened, thanks for listening. If you didn't, then I don't know why I'm talking to you, because you're not listening. Ha ha, I'm so funny. Anyway, this has been my Riacom, and again, if you've listened to this, thanks, I appreciate it. Have a good one. Bye.